to another video cast. Today we're going to be talking about the amazing salts. You put it on your steak that excretes, and you put it on your French fries. Alright, let's talk about it. First thing you need to know is salt is made up of a metal and a non-metal. Let's take a look at the thing behind me. You can see that salt is made up of sodium, which is a metal, and here's the symbol right there, Na. So you have a metal, sodium, plus a non-metal, chlorine, and here's the symbol here. These two combined, this is a compound, by the way, because remember, a compound is when you have two elements that are put together. So you have sodium, which is an element, chlorine, which is an element. They come together by sharing electrons, and it becomes one thing, namely salt, and it's called sodium chloride, and the symbol is NaCl. So you can see this compound is made up of a non-metal and a metal. Now, from what we know about metals, you can probably guess, maybe, I don't think I put it up here, no I didn't. Salt is a better conductor than just salt water is a better conductor of heat and electricity than regular water. The reason salt water is a better conductor of heat and electricity is why? You guessed it. That's because salt is made up of metal. And we know metal is a good conductor of heat and electricity. What I mean by conductor is that it can carry it very well, like a train conductor. Doot, doot. It carries the heat and electricity very well. Okay, so salt water, once again, is a better conductor of heat and electricity than regular water. Alright, let's continue on here. Now, you also have different kinds of, you have acids and you have bases. Okay, these are chemicals. Alright? Acids are sour and bases are bitter. Now, if a scientist wanted to find out if a particular chemical had acid in it, what it would use is called litmus paper. This little piece of litmus paper would have a chemical on it. Okay? And let's say for the acid litmus paper, they would use blue litmus paper. Now, this blue piece of litmus paper has a chemical on it, and this chemical, when it's mixed with an acid, it would turn red. So they take the litmus paper, they dip it in the liquid, they take it out. If the chemical on the blue litmus paper turns red, they know that there is acid in that liquid. Okay? This blue litmus paper turning red is called an indicator. We talked about what it means to indicate something in class. Indicator basically means it shows something. Okay, the example I gave in class was if all my kids got an A on their test, what would that indicate? It would indicate that they all know the information really well. Okay, so indicate just means it's like a sign. It tells you something. And this would tell you that there is an acid in the liquid. Now, if you wanted to find out if there was a base in the liquid, a scientist would take red litmus paper, and that red litmus paper has a chemical on it, so that when it is mixed with base, it would turn blue. Okay? So the scientist takes the red litmus paper, dips it in the liquid. If it turns blue, the person knows that there is a base in the liquid, because the base, when mixed with the red litmus paper that has the chemical on it, it would turn blue. Okay? The measure of how much acid is in something is called acidity. The strength of acid in a chemical is called acidity. Okay? The strength, that's why we have some biceps here. Okay? The strength of the base, the bitterness in a liquid is alkalinity. Okay? Not all chemicals and liquids have the same acidity or alkalinity. They have different levels of strength. Alright? Let's talk about why, and this is a little bit difficult, but some of the kids got it in class. Why does salt water lower the freezing point of water? Well, let's say you have this block of all water, okay? The temperature has to work hard to freeze this, okay? So by working hard, I mean, I think the freezing point of temperature is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? Let's just assume it is, in case I'm wrong. It has to work hard to freeze this little block of water. By working hard, what I mean is that it has to work all the way down to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you put other stuff in this block of water, it's going to make it a lot harder for the temperature to freeze it. So if it has to work harder, that means it has to lower its temperature more in order to freeze it. And so if you put salt in water, it's going to lower the freezing point of the water, and it's going to be a lot colder. Okay? A lot of homemade ice cream machines, you have to put salt inside of the container so that it will make your ice cream super cold. Alright? So that's just a quick lesson on how salt water lowers the freezing point of water. And I believe that is it. That is the last lesson for the science. I hope you have enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in science class. Have a good day, and we're out.